Hey, what's going on? So, I'm like the I don't know, house kind of doctor guy that can find house problems, and so I get totally crazy calls, all kind of calls, and they're not, I should say totally crazy calls. I'll get a lot of calls and we solve problems, and but sometimes if you have headaches and things like that, sure, we could try to go in your house and figure out if it's frequencies or dirty voltage or harmonics or outgassing, or harmonic noise. I'm sorry, but frequencies like vibrations or lights flickering, or just environmental concerns, or maybe you live downstream of a environmental um, non-desirable location. Okay, and that could very well be a hamburger joint, right? Because you're getting incomplete combustion hamburger smell, right? Well, anyways, so I get all kind of calls, but sometimes we get some calls too where people like to blame things on their home, and yeah, it's sure there's stuff in their home. And by the way, I do have a service all over the country, and I get a lot of calls. A lot of people from California call me about stains and odors, and a lot of it has to do with smoke damage and smoke that gets in their lungs, and that causes all kind of issues. But it could be anything from stains to noises. You just Google "call Marco" with a question, Marko, call Marco with a question, and it's a $29 fee, and I try to solve your house problem. Now, you might want to save some money. First, if you have, usually with elders, if there's problems like this particular case, where the parents were, she was like 90 years old, okay, or 90 or something, and she apparently had delusional dementia, is what they called it. And you know what? Dementia is very common now. I hate to say it. And Alzheimer's, people, it seems like everyone's getting it as you get older. And a lot of that could just be our environment and our food and metals. I'm not a doctor. I'm definitely not a doctor, and I'm not going to get into all that. But sometimes I tell people to look in their medicine cabinets and see what their elder parents are taking, and you might want to just look at what the doctors recommend. And for example, here's one where you look it up and and get on the internet and then start searching it, and you'll find out that one of the side effects is in this particular case, delusional dementia. And so this particular woman thought that her skin was itching because somebody painted the basement walls, okay? And she thought that the sand, was attacking her, and it was maybe so, okay? I mean, I did all kind of air testing. I have particle counters, and basically a lot of times people, you're getting reactions from your medication. And another thing is, I'm not a doctor. I don't take meds, but sometimes you have two meds or three meds or four meds, and together they create some anomaly issue. And so, something to think about. And I don't know. I'm starting to think that most of the stuff we take may not be necessary, because a lot of times, it's just food and food allergies. It could be what you're eating and what you're drinking. It could be your water. Maybe you need a filter. Maybe you need to clean out your refrigerator. Maybe your body doesn't like bread anymore. Maybe you got gout. Whatever. So always before you jump to conclusions, well, there's obvious house problems, lead and asbestos and formaldehydes and all that kind of stuff is all obvious. So you got to fix all that. But you also want to look what's in the medicine cabinet and do some research. And you might find out that maybe some of the issues are related to, what's in that little bottle. So, hey, call Marco with a question. Just Google Marko, call Marco with a question. And for any house issues, noises and moisture, things like that. Also, down below, I have some links on products I like to sell. And if they're not down there, you can buy whatever you want. Just go to my link and punch something in. At least it'll be on my site. I get like 1.8% or something like that, or maybe less. And that does help with some of my production. I don't really get money for these. And then ring the bell, and that'll alert you to more videos. I do more videos in the wintertime. In the summer, I don't do as many videos, and they may switch to gardening, organic gardening, because that's just as important as your house. So it's what you live in and what you put into your house, which is your body. So, those are the two things I'm concerned with in my video. So, hey, thanks for coming on. Rate, subscribe, share, or call Marco with a question.